Okay. Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing? You guys, give me a second. I just want to tweet out that I'm live today real quick. So before I do anything, I just want to let everybody else know that I'm out here doing it today. Man, I'm doing good. Doing good. We hit 20,000 a few days ago, so I'm doing a shout out for everybody, man. So if you guys have any t-shirts or anything like that, I don't know if y'all can see in the description box, but you know, go ahead and tag me in y'all stuff. If you follow me on Instagram or whatnot, tag me in your stuff, and I will give you guys a review, kind of a little shout out, a critique. Y'all can critique everybody else's stuff or whatnot, you know, and we can go from there. Let's get a few minutes real quick so I can tweet this stuff out. Put this share. Love Forever Fashion. I don't think I've seen you before, man. How you doing? Let me see here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and tweet this out real quick. Tell everybody that what I'm doing. 20K. Store shout out. Store/shirts shout out. You feel aggressive and weird as I feel you. I feel you. What's the aggression about? Thanks, Clint. Let me see. Go Mob, fam. Bro, definitely make sure you send me some of your clothes or whatnot on the Instagram so I can review it, because I definitely want to see some frat stuff. Let me see. Thank you, Jess. All right, so we're gonna do this. Did anybody send me anything yet? I'm going to my tag real quick to see if anybody sent me anything. As a matter of fact, there are some stuff that people have sent me that I want to go ahead and talk about. Like, I've always been wanting to do a critique on people's, like, thanks. I always want to do a critique on like some of the stuff that people sent me, but I never had a chance to do it, so I'm just gonna do it now. Okay, so I'm gonna start here with this diamond. I think, yeah, Six Plunder sent me this a while ago, and this was based off of a tutorial that I did not too long ago. Well, I think it was about a year ago, but he was doing this, or she was doing this like glitch effect that I put out, and it was just, I don't know. I like it. I think that maybe this diamond here could have been finished off. If you guys can see, how do you guys feel about this effect? Like, I haven't done this effect in a while, and I'm thinking about bringing it back. But how do you guys feel about this effect? How do you feel like this? How you feel about this T-shirt? I really like it. I think maybe if it was on a different color, the hoodie is pretty cool. I think I like the hoodie better. Makes you want to stare at it and get closer. But I don't want to have... Alright, love forever fashion. Too much. Let me see. Makes you want to stare at it and get a little closer. Yeah, it's a really good effect. I haven't done it in a while, but I really like how... I think when I was going for this, I was like, that the fact that it makes you come close, that it kind of makes your eyes work just a little bit. That's what I like about it. Yeah, I think the design I like the design without the white. There's actually no white in here. I think this is just yellow, green, and red. Whoops. Music stopped, and I know why, because cool. Music by DJ Quads, by the way. So anybody want music for YouTube, DJ Quads is that dude. Find him on SoundCloud. Pretty awesome. Oh yeah, well this right here, I think because of the color scheme or whatnot, it's kind of hard to see. It needs to be a little bit bolder. It could be a little bit bolder. I really like it. I think it being on like a black shirt or whatnot really makes it stand off. Like, the effect really comes alive when it's on black, but when it's on a white one, it just doesn't go, you know? Yeah, the black one looks the best in your opinion. Yeah, mine's too. So you guys go ahead, if you want to follow Six Plunders, go ahead and follow him. I'm going to go ahead and leave a critique on him. This is, you know what, let's do that, okay? So today, if you guys are on Instagram, you don't have to follow him, but, you know, say what you guys go on there, like stuff. Say what you feel about it, you know, let them know that they're doing good. Let them know if they're doing kind of bad, what they can improve on and stuff like that. This is a time for everybody to share what they feel and all that. So let's go with that. You know, let's do that for a change. Let's be an actual community and help each other out instead of being in competition with each other. Because I feel like with this community that we have today, or what we've built from like day one of this up until like now, we're in a position where we can actually help each other. Like, now we're not too much just learning, but more of like developing each other's skills and stuff like that. So I've already said here that this looks really great and keep it up. But, you know, you guys let them know what you feel. So this is at Six Plunders. I think you're doing really good, man. There's a cool hoodie. Okay, the next one comes from, I don't even know who this is. This is, oh man, Makari Clothing, I think. Another one of my, I guess, this inspired from one of my tutorials or whatnot. Actually, he comes on here a lot, and he sends me a lot of stuff. So I'm not going to look at the stuff that I've inspired him to do, but I want to see, I guess, one of his, or one of her, I'm not sure, one of his or her, you know, originals. So we'll just go to his page, his or her page. There's a lot of sports things on here and stuff. I really like some of the sports stuff. Actually, there was one that was standing out to me that I think I want to talk about, which is this one right here. And one of the reasons why I want to talk about this one, oh my back, you guys. One of the reasons why I want to talk about this one is because of the picture, actually. Now, I'm just going to zoom in, you guys. It looks as if this picture is like not, it looks as if This is an actual picture. It's not, you know, put on like any type of what is it, half toning, anything like that. But if it is, you know, well, it doesn't look like it. So this might be kind of hard in printing. Kind of zoom in, you know, all the way. I like that. It's different. I should study fashion or psychology, huh? I think you should. I rather, if I was to say study anything, I would say psychology. Okay, because fashion, you know, ties into psychology. Anytime you talk about clothing, anytime you talk about like colors, okay, anytime you talk about like fabrics, what people should wear and all that stuff, and you know how it makes them feel, you're talking more about psychology, and that's more of a thing that you can practice, you know, versus, you know, putting things together, like putting designs together. Putting designs together is like a skill, okay, but having that reasoning why you put that design together is something different. Now, when I look at this, I do like it. I like this little tape thing or whatnot. You know, it's eye catching, and I think that's what he was going for with this. You know, what do you guys feel? Reminds you of Chad Muska. He makes stuff like that. Let me look up Chad Muska. I think somebody said that to me before. See if we can go on to Chad Muska's Instagram real quick. Look at him. Yeah. I like this. I like this board right here. I'm not sure if that's a skateboard or not, but that's kind of really cool. Let's click on it real quick. Yeah, it's a skateboard. We're gonna come back to that. But yeah, I think I really like this. It's pretty cool. How you guys feel about it? Like, tell me what you guys think. Yeah, it is different. Can I look at your page? Well, if you send me a so you guys, you want to participate in this, go ahead and send me, or get on my Instagram, follow me first, you know, and then tag me in whatever you want me to look at, okay? So if you want me to like review you guys today on this, make sure you tag me, and we'll go from there with that, okay? Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I would say as far as like the mock-up go, you know, you have them back to back or whatnot. I think I would rather see this guy more of his head and whatnot, but you know, if it's not your picture, then it's not your picture. But if this is something that you're going to do, I want to see a little bit more of the head. It looks like he has dreads and stuff like that, which falls right in the line, or aligns with a lot of people who have dreads. And if you want people to see this, you know, and feel more engaged to it, or if you want people to, you know, feel like it's relatable to them, then you should probably show more of the head or whatnot. That would be the best bet. As a matter of fact, a full body almost. I'm gonna talk about mock-ups because I got something for you guys, man. I'm putting something out. I just put out some stuff on my Behance. You guys can't see that right now, but I do have some new stuff coming out, and I think you guys are gonna like it. Let's go back. Another one I got here is, it says "Cool Mom Forever." I'm not sure it's just come from. This is Josie's shirts. Sorry, you guys. Somebody's cooking, so you know, somebody cooks. The beeper comes on when it's too much smoke. But oh man, that's annoying. Let me go ahead and pause this. I'm not gonna pause it. I'm just gonna mute it until it like goes off. You guys, I'm sorry about that. It's not going off yet, man. I'm sorry. We're just gonna talk about this shirt, but it's just, you know, that's in my ear, and I'm pretty sure that's in y'all's ear as well. But this shirt right here, how you guys feel about this shirt? How y'all feel about this shirt here? I mean, it is ordinary, it is plain, but it's a really nice design style. I think I think for it to be a because it has 12 likes, I think that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and say something about it on here. I hope you guys are following this too. It's pretty cool. It's pretty simple. I think maybe too much of a stretch on the mom ever. I think if we wanted to emphasize something, I think the emphasis on the cool mom ever. I'm not even sure how that works. Cool mom ever. I don't even think that's correct. I don't even think that's correct English. You know, it makes me look at it. But would I buy this if I like went somewhere? Like, I don't know. Yikes! Yeah. I don't understand the sunglasses. Yeah. See, the thing is that she or he, I'm not sure if this was a she. I think this was a she. She hit me up. But I think what she wanted to do was she wanted to I think she wanted to isolate these texts or whatnot. So she tried to go for this effect, but that's not the I don't think that's the best way of doing it, you know? Maybe if so back when I was starting out, you guys, I was saying that instead of just slapping elements in, like actually think about it. And this was one of those times. But I think the text here has been squashed down way too much, and it doesn't stand out good enough. Also, the sunglasses are stretched out as well, so it goes up like this, and it's not proportionally right. Too many different text, too many different fonts here. You have this C. You have this C and L, which is a sans serif, and you have this serif like block serif here. You know, so it's too much. It's too much for me. I don't think this is center aligned either. Like off on the C over here, it's kind of like way too much, or the balancing is just off for me when it comes down to it. So that's just where it is. Jamil Lilly, you're an inspiration. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you too. Thank you for the $2. Yeah, I think as far as this goes, it's just a little bit off, and there's ways to fix this, but the balancing, it's too much at the bottom that it is on the top, and then on top of that, it shifts more to the left than it does to the right. It's not centered either. You know, you can use two fonts. That is a misconception. You can use two fonts. It's best to use one. You know, so if you're gonna use one and use the full style, like all of its styles. But you can use two fonts, like a sans serif and a serif does work together. There's plenty of examples out there that does it. You know, as a matter of fact, you can look on your phone, and sometimes they're using the serif, the one with the feet, and then a sans serif without it. You know, so they do that a lot. But it is best just to use one font. Let me go back. We'll look at some more. This one right here. This is another Josie shirt. It's a cute pug. I think this person is just going for trends, you know. I didn't answer your question, but you don't have to. What's your question? Let me see. We're doing something like this. That's how kids talk nowadays. Love Forever Fashion. If you left me a question, go ahead and leave it again. I'm looking simultaneously at both of these. I'm sorry about that. But here's another thing. You know, like you see, so like when you put a picture in, and I don't like using pictures for this reason. If it's not centered when the picture is shot, it kind of, the balancing is off, right? So in this, there's more on the left side over here than it is on the right side, you know? And then on top of that, like the border here is still there, so I can still see the edge of the picture or whatnot. It's kind of throwing me off. I do like the dog though. The dog is pretty cool. The brown ruins everything. Yeah, so if this was just to go straight black and white and then halftone, you know, this would be better for me. The brown, it ruins everything, and the rotation. Yeah, this is shot on an angle as well, so like I think that's what Love Forever Fashion was saying, but it's shot on an angle. The dog is off to the side too. And this, I don't think it's a cool concept. I understand what they were going for, but I'm not really into it. It's too much for me, you know. If this was in a black and white and it was half toned, I would go for it. Do you think design crowd is good for designs? Actually, let me talk about design crowd. I'm gonna pull this up real quick. I'm gonna let you guys get a chance to go ahead and go through and send me stuff if you guys want me to. If you want me to review your stuff, go ahead and send it to me on Instagram, and I'll go from there with you guys. But I'm gonna look up at design crowd real quick, and I think there's some things about design crowd that I just wasn't happy about, but there are some things about them that I am. Because I seen somebody talk about it. I just can't remember who. But let me go into. I think it was the pricing that was kind of like throwing me off. No, it was the fact that, what was it? If I remember correctly, you pay so much money to get you get access to like different designs. They send you like 70 different designs, I think it is. But when you actually go to like get the one that you want, you're only getting access to one. So you get like a bunch of different designs, and that's cool. You get a bunch of different designs, some that might work differently, so you get like an iteration of another iteration or whatnot, and it's like far off, but you might like that one, you know. But they only give you access to one. Like you only get, you know, access to one. You only get the license for one. So I like design crowd? Yeah, kind of, you know, it's cool. But I wouldn't, you know. I think I would stay away from it. But if you guys are on a budget and you need somebody just to do something, then I think that's pretty good to go. Let's see. I would remove the background. Yeah, removing the background would be cool if that person wanted to go through and just kind of cut that out or whatnot and do that. How will a photo print? A photo will print. Okay, so if you were to just, I don't know, print this up on a paper from the printer and then heat press it or whatnot, it would come out similar to this, right? You know, the colors might be, you know, faded out or whatnot, but it will come out similar to this. If you were to try to like screen print this or whatnot, you would probably be paying a lot of money trying to do that because of the gradients and stuff like that. I would say that it would come out a little bit blotchy. Okay, if you tried to screen print it, just because they're trying to match all the gradients. There's other things that would happen as well. But I would say if you want to print out a picture like this, you know, on your t-shirt, I think maybe a DTG, direct to garment, would be better. But then again, like I said, you're trying to match inks and stuff like that, and it might come out blotchy. It's just best to go ahead and halftone it. Like, just turn it black and white and halftone it. Let's see here. Let's look at this Catwoman. What would you suggest for designs? Honestly, I'm still doing designs. I'm not gonna count myself out. There's a lot of Instagrammers there's a lot of Instagrammers out here that do designs. I would say learn to draw. No, I'm not gonna say that. What would I suggest for designs? There are some stuff out here. I don't really want to keep plugging different companies and stuff like that, but let me see. I think Vecteezy. Is it called Vecteezy? Do you know how to use like Photoshop and stuff? Let me see here. Let somebody give me a topic. Let's just say we wanted to go with a dog again, okay? Vecteezy gives you premium, kind of like, you can get some free ones. I'm pretty sure there are some free ones out here. Creative Commons. You can get some free designs out here that you can use. I wouldn't recommend all of them, but There are some free stuff out here. What is another one? Vecteezy has some cool ones. You can just put them together, you know. So let's just say she wanted to use one of these dogs here, and maybe, I don't know, maybe one of these dogs here, right? You take one of these dogs. Let's just say you need a border. Okay. You can grab one of these borders, and that's a simple design right there. Okay, back to this Catwoman though. Um, you know, one thing that I do like about this, and it's not a problem or anything like that, but I do actually like the white space. I do like the white space in this. I kind of wish. Well, actually, no, it's kind of proportionate. It's not that big, and it fits directly on the shirt. So I do like the white space here. Like, it's nice like that. But one thing that really irks me is this black, and it's so black. You know, like the black shirt is not as black as the black in this ink design. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really feeling it. Not really feeling it. But I do get the concept. If there was something else on this actual shirt though, that was to, like, I don't know, stand out more. Maybe like a red somewhere, like, you know, like a red stripe that kind of, like, I don't want to say like Supreme, but you know how like Supreme put like red over stuff? That would be pretty awesome. Let me see here. I have Photoshop and Illustrator. I am, but I'm not good enough to get my vision on the shirt. Yeah, I really like this shirt. I think if there was something else, like a red or like, I don't know, a yellow or something like that, that was just countering. Like the black and white, the shirt is already black, and then you have the black and white. So how do you guys feel about this one? You know, there's nothing wrong with plain. Okay? There's nothing wrong with plain. And the reason why is because there's 17 people that likes this plain shirt. Yeah. Make sure you guys are going to these shirts and stuff like that, and commenting, telling them how you feel about it, you know, because that's how you get seen. Yeah, Instagram is now more about the it's more about the interactions and stuff like that. And the more that you show up on other people's stuff, the more you get showing up. So, you know, start doing that. I'm starting to do it too. I'm not that good on Instagram yet, but I will definitely get there one day. I want to see everybody succeed in whatever they're doing, especially if you're, you know, a t-shirt designer, stuff like that. I want to see you guys out here doing it. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna hit refresh. Hopefully you guys sent me something. Nope. This is one. This is a design that King. I'm not sure how to say it. King Mail One. King Mail One. He sent me not too long ago. I remember he was on the stream. I think the last stream I was on. He came on. I was doing this actually on the stream. I was actually drawing things out, and I'm pretty sure I asked people if you guys wanted to do anything. Just go ahead and send me a DM. Send DM a picture. I got you. This is super dope. I like the color symmetry. Yeah, I guess people are scared today. One day you guys are going to participate. One day you guys are going to be like, yeah, I like what you're doing and I want to go ahead and participate. They said, anybody tag me anything? Nope. It's all good. It's all good. because we can go over here into Behance and we can look at other people's stuff on Behance and y'all can get amazed. Oh man, you know what? You looking for a t-shirt designer? Behance, all right? If you're looking for somebody outside of me, or you're looking for somebody outside of, like, you know, any of these other websites and stuff like that, you want an actual custom designer, Behance. This is where every designer hang out. It's just like the Instagram for graphic designers, okay? Let's go ahead and look up t-shirt design. If I can actually find one, let me see. I'm gonna put up t-shirt. So there's a lot of people out here who are doing different things, okay? Let's look at this right here because it just kind of popped out. And actually, let me go ahead and put the view up on full screen. Cool. T-shirt selling for me. This is t-shirt selling for me. I'm actually okay. T-shirt selling for me. I'm actually doing more merch things instead of like an actual store. So when it comes down to it, it's whatever you guys want to buy. I'm not really focused on selling t-shirts at this point in time, but if I wanted to, I can sell them all. It's not my style. How do you send it? There is a list of description in the description box. I have a how to participate. So all you have to do is subscribe to me on Instagram. Subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram, and then tag me in your compositions, and that's how we go. You know, so just hit that @ symbol, or you can just, you know, edit, tag me, and all that stuff, and I'll review it from there. But I just posted something. Okay, I'll check it out after this one. All right. So this is, I forgot who the designer is. If you guys want to know the designer, her name is Danielle Caruso. Okay. She's an illustrator from the United Kingdom. So if you guys want to hit her up, this is what she do. I actually done some designs like this before. I'm actually gonna get back more into this, like just designing straight up, you know, stuff like this. But I really like how this looks. She started out from a sketch, a digital sketch, by the way. So this looks pretty good. I like how her horns and stuff like that, like, it's really proportionate. Like, you can divide this up in two, and you can see that both sides almost match outside of like the hair and stuff like that. Also over here with these horns, like, I really like these horns, like the detail that she did here. It's really good looking. Hey, this looks really good to me. How you guys feel about this? These mock-ups, really amazing. And you know what? This is something I wanted to talk about on one of my videos that I'm actually about to post next week, is how to make stuff look real. A lot of times people don't make their mock-ups look real, and it sucks because, like, if it's a mock-up, we're trying to see what it's gonna look like. You might as well just call it a prototype. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna prototype something, we need to make sure that it looks real, right? So there's a lot of wrinkles or whatnot. Things move with the wrinkles, okay? There's a lot of shadows. Things move with the shadows. We need to make sure that the shirt actually works with the design works with the shirt. And in this situation, I really like how this looks. This is pretty cool. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and screenshot this. She got a little animation here, you know, pretty cool. So, and that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. What did I do? I want to talk to you guys about this. Okay, so when you guys put things on Instagram, how often do you put like mock-ups and then like the design next to it, or like the design in front, like before, and then the mock-up the shirt? Like, how do you guys post, you know? Because I'm thinking about changing my game as far as my posting goes. Yeah, Danielle Caruso, she's pretty good, man. I'm gonna go ahead and follow her and appreciate this. Let's go ahead and tell her that she's awesome. See, really cool, very cool. Wow. Okay, Lon, I'm finna look at your stuff right now. See, go back into Instagram. Lana, what is? Did you? Did you tag me in it because I can't see it? See if I look you up. You have to tag me because if it's not tagged, I can't see it. Okay, but with that being said, we're going back into Behance, so we can look around in Behance and see some other stuff. So this is Lalo Huska. Okay, he's a guy from, I don't know. He's from Mexico, right? You see these halftones? It's like, this is what I'm saying. Like, this looks pretty cool, but you see how like this halftone, like he has halftone patterns and stuff. It looks more comic booky, but whatnot. But when he does it, it's showing off like the gradients and the shadows and stuff like that. So he has like, you know, I guess this is supposed to represent like the purple is supposed to represent like the shadows and stuff like that. Or maybe it represents like the light. But then you have like the reds and the yellows and stuff like that. It's just really good texture, you know. I don't think I'm a fan of like this though. How you guys feel about this? Yeah, I'm really liking this shirt, you guys. We'll go ahead and screenshot this one. Yeah, this is pretty cool, you know. Instagram does work. It's like a two-way street. I posted some of my designs up on Instagram, and I've got well-known graphic designers seeing them, and it gave me a like. That's pretty good. Yeah, so this is another thing that I want to talk to you guys about is, if I think I was talking about this before, or I was gonna talk about it before, and I just kind of didn't because I was going through some things. I found out that I was a father, so that happened, and then on top of that, I just was going through a lot of stuff. But you guys, when you are starting y'all's brand, or when you guys are starting y'all's merch, it's best to already have a brand presence. Okay, now this guy, he looks like he might be a rapper, or he might be some type of like poet. You know what I'm saying? So he has like CDs and stuff like that. He has, you know, a hat. You know, he's going on tour and stuff like that. So having t-shirts, it's just more support of the brand. So whenever you decide to put something out like this, people can be like, oh, well, yeah, you should just go hand in hand. I like your album. I like what you do. I follow you, and I'm going to buy. And that's what I was trying to say earlier when somebody said, how are you doing with selling your t-shirts and stuff like that? It's more about what I'm doing with my brand instead of what I'm doing with my t-shirts, because those t-shirts are going to sell as long as I'm continuing to support my brand, because those are branded items for me as merch. All right, those are stuff that I'm using, you know, to keep people fresh with me, and that's what he's doing as far as like this go. So I really like how this is looking. I'm gonna go ahead and screenshot the hoodie too, and we're gonna give this guy a shout out on Instagram pretty soon. I'm gonna go ahead and just like this and follow him. Let's see. The hoodie is dope. Yeah, you know, I looked back at it and I was like, yeah, I think I like the hoodie. Hey, I just followed you on Instagram. Can you look at my page? Definitely send me something. You're gonna tag me in whatever you want me to look at. I can't just look at your page, just kind of against the rules. So you're tagged, and okay, so you tagged me. Thank you. I'm gonna look at you out. I'm gonna look at you in a few seconds. And Lana Boom said, "Congrats." Aw, thanks. Go back into Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead and hit refresh and see what's going on from here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. So let me see. Maybe it's on my phone. Cause you guys are saying that you're tagging me and stuff, and I just didn't get it. It doesn't look like I'm getting them. Oh, you know what? I think you guys are tagging me in my Robert Loyal, right? Yeah, you guys are tagging me on the wrong one. Okay, let me so there's a link in the description box of the one that you guys should follow me on, not the one that you guys. I mean, yeah, if you want to follow my Instagram page, my art page, that's cool too. But there's another one called I Am Loyal. Okay, that's the one that you guys should be tagging me on. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the chat box for you guys to follow me at. Let me see. At I Am Loyal on IG. Just so you guys know. All right. Do you use plastisol transfers or mainly vinyls? I actually don't print. I don't print at all. I use what is it? Spreadshirt. And I use Spreadshirt just because I want them to be the whatever they do. I don't want to interfere with that type of stuff. I have used heat transfers. I used heat transfers in the past. I do have a what is it? A machine downstairs, the little press machine downstairs. I might actually do a tutorial on that pretty soon. Like once you get done, I'm from start to finish. I'm gonna draw something out. I'm gonna put it up on digital drawing stuff like that. I'm gonna print it out and then I'm gonna heat transfer it on a shirt that I like, and it will go from there with that. But I really don't do too much of that anymore because I just want people who are professionals to do that. If I cross into that, then I'm gonna start doing it more, and it's just not what I want to do. Okay, so somebody tagged me in their bag. Let's check out this bag. This is from Real Surreal underscore AP. I like the I like the textiles. I like the little square, little checkerboard patterns or whatnot. And I like the text. Like the text looks really good. This is really good. What is this? Your logo? Real Surreal? Are they like that? Zap Games. This is a really cool bag. Do you guys? So Zap Games, are you a gamer? I mean, just because it says Zap Games, I'm just trying to make sure. I'm looking at your logo. Actually, I want to take a little bit deeper look in your brand, but I'm gonna let everybody tell you how they feel. But I think this is pretty cool. Another thing about what you did here with this picture is that you put it in an area that would possibly work out. Now, not to be hypercritical of the picture or anything like that. Did you do this on Photoshop? Did you make this on Photoshop, or is this a real bag? Really cool textile patterns or whatnot. Reminds me of Vans. Vans is coming up. Not saying that Vans hasn't been anywhere yet, but Vans is really, really coming back, and I really like how Vans is coming back. This would go really great with Vans. Uh-oh. It's a pretty cool bag. Want to check out? It's just a mock-up made from Photoshop. The bag is real. Sample order. It's coming tomorrow. Cool. All right. Well, so since this is a mock-up, and I'm assuming that you did all of this, like you took the you put the picture of the wall back there, and you made the floor and all that too, right? Well, I mean, cause you're not. Well, here's the thing. I know this is a mock-up, and you know, I guess I kind of am kind of hypercritical about mock-ups because I'm kind of the mock-up guide. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that, you know, and it's not really all that bad, but the flooring, I think you could have did a little bit better with the flooring as far as like this shadow go down here. It doesn't really have a shadow. It's kind of floating in space to me, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people wouldn't care about that. I want to look more at your logo and stuff. Also, like on this side where like it's blurring out over here on the wall, but you know the bag is like still kind of intact as far as sharpness. But like I said, it's not a bad thing. It's just because I'm hypercritical because I see that type of stuff. My eyes naturally like gravitate to that. I'm sorry about that. You know, I'm trying to start a state brand. Have you thought about that for yourself as well? I started a political brand. Well, it wasn't really. It was a mock. It was just for something for YouTube, right? And I'm actually gonna start doing that. So I'm gonna do some challenges, like a gamers challenge. I'm gonna do like, you know, some designer challenge, stuff like that, where I'm taking, you know, some YouTuber challenges, stuff like that, where I'm taking like YouTubers, I'm taking gamers, I'm taking like games and stuff like that. I'm just doing different things, and I'm gonna try to make like a small brand out of it. You know, I'm gonna take a brand that doesn't have like, you know, well, that is good in one area but bad in another, and I'm gonna try to like rebrand it for that as well. So you're gonna start seeing me do things like that. But what I did a long time ago, which, you know, prompted me to talk about this, was that a while ago I started a 5-video series where I was talking about how you should start a brand as far as like a t-shirt brand and stuff like that. And one of the things that I was talking about was a political brand where I took like every president's like quote, you know, and I designed something around it. And I think I stopped at Trump. But that had been, you know, that's a pretty cool brand if you want to do something like that. It's not a state brand, but you know, it's more of like an America thing. So if that's something that you're thinking about, I would say go for it, you know. Yes, I did all of that in Photoshop with some transforming, making it look 3D. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look bad or anything like that. It's just, you know, it's not a bad mock-up. Let me say that. Like, let me go back and say that it's not a bad mock-up. But when I look at it, it's just like my eyes gravitate to things like that, and I'm just like, oh, I gotta fix it, you know. But it's really cool. I really like how this looks. I want to go into your brand real quick. I want to go into your Instagram, so look at some of the things that you got going on. Oh man, so you actually have been printing. Like, is this the shirt real, right? Would it be doing too much to take pictures of black and white tees and clothing at home and then edit them for mock-ups? No, I actually do that now. I actually do that now. Bella Canvas sent me a bunch of t-shirts once upon a time, and that's what I do now. I take a bunch of pictures of them using my camera. Sometimes I use my iPhone, you guys. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but I got a... If you guys don't want to buy a camera, you can use your iPhone, and they have like this attachment, a lens attachment or whatnot. You can put that on there, and it actually makes your pictures look that much better, right? So if you guys have been seeing some of my stuff on like Instagram, I sometimes do a lot of fisheye stuff or whatnot, fisheye lens and stuff. That came from this phone, all right? And you can get some stuff like that. Take a picture of like a t-shirt, take a picture with you wearing a t-shirt, something like this, you know, and just make a mock-up on it. It's not that bad. It's not that hard. Would it be doing too much? I don't think it's doing too much at all. Yeah, man, I like your stuff. I like how this looks. You put a lot of good, like you put some good deals into like your actual brand. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this real quick. There's nothing copyright on here, is it? You don't have any copyright in this video, because if I play it and it's copyright, I'm gonna have to stop. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna take that risk. But yeah, man, you're doing some really cool stuff here. I think how you guys feel about this? How do you guys feel about this one right here? I really like it too. Only thing that it's just kind of bothering me here, I'm not sure if this is Printful doing this or anything like that, but this last design right here, I feel like it could be just a little bit lower. I feel like it'd be just a little bit lower, but I'm not sure if that's Printful or if that was just the original design plan. But I mean, it still looks cool. Not too low, but just a little bit lower, like maybe a few points lower. But it looks pretty cool. I like how this looks. You're doing some really cool stuff, and it's just a black and white brand. Like, that's really good. You got some really good stuff here. But I'm spending a little bit too much time on you. I'm going to somebody else. So I'm gonna check before I check my mentions and stuff like that. I want to see what the tags are talking about. So nobody's tagged me anything, so you guys mentioned me in something. Alright, so this one comes from Royce Bench. It's a California Pride tee. You can find this on the shirt in Amazon. You can find this shirt on Amazon. Available in the United States. Use the title California tee, t-shirts, t-shirt tees. I am loyal. Now, I like it. I think color-wise, you probably might have been a hit and miss as far as like this green and red go. But I do like it. What would have been a better color for this? I want you guys, if anybody here is an Adobe user, I want to know. Like, let me know right now in the font, not in the font, but in the chat, if you guys are Adobe users. Like, do you guys have Adobe CC? What up, Tony P? No problem, Zap. Let's see. I really like the cello effect. Yep. So we're gonna go back. I want to go into Adobe Coolers, or they call it Color now. I want to show you guys something. My screen just went black though. Okay. Now, Royce, you got a very particular blue here. This is it's a navy blue, right? And the reason why I'm using Adobe Coolers is because it's going to give you some things that I feel like you can probably take back with you, you know, whenever you decide to start, you know, really building this stuff out again or whatnot. That's not bad or anything. Like I'm saying, I feel like it was a hit and miss with the colors, and that's a problem with a lot of people in the community where they make things and it's a really good design, you know, really good design, but they fall short of like the colors, and that can be a nut hug. I'm just gonna be honest, like that really hurts sometimes. But if you kind of like, let me go ahead and screenshot this real quick, put this in Photoshop, and then kind of like get out this blue color right here, because I feel like with this navy blue, like if you play with Adobe Coolers enough, you'll find like a good navy blue that would help you complement the design colors here. So like you have this like white and gray, which is already a color in its own. Like you can't really, you're always gonna match white and gray. But if you want to use like this green and red, I think those are kind of, those colors are just yikes. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like maybe this brown or something, you could have went compound. You probably could have went complementary, honest with you, which gives you like, you know, a darker brown, a darker like, you know, gold over here. A gold would have been cool. Or you could have went triad. Now that triad gave you this red that you was looking for. So if you'd have went maybe like this red, and then you maybe went like maybe this green over here, I think you would have had. I think you would have. I think that would have went better. You know, you would have maybe like this red here, but then man, that red right there is kind of yikes. You know, but hey, it works out to you. It works out. I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and hit in the comment section. Really cool. I wanted you guys make sure you go into these. Make sure you go into people's like. Even though we're reviewing, like I'm reviewing them, make sure you go to their page and stuff and tell them how you feel. I would say I want to screenshot this and I'm gonna give you a shout out later on. All right. I kind of feel like this red. I kind of feel like if you kept it at a minimum, man, it's cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I really like it. Maybe if you rearrange the colors to where like maybe the red was at the bottom and the green was at the top, or and vice versa, where the red was at the top and the green was at the bottom, and they sandwiched in and whatnot, that would do better. Or was it? Or let me explain this. Were you trying to go from like light to dark? Was that what you were trying to do? I think maybe if there was a different color shirt back here, like I don't know, like a yellow, or maybe like I don't know, just something different. I think this. I think the dark blue. I think this navy blue is throwing me off, but I really do like it. It's not a problem for me. I really like it. See, is anybody else tagging me anything? Or okay, we got another tag. And I'm gonna go into. Just want to make sure that you guys are tagging me down. Nope. So you guys are just mentioning me, which is cool. So you can mention me. I'll do that too. All right. So we have now North Anthony Cole. Okay. So we have North Anthony Cole. North Anthony Cole. I like this shirt. I like it. It's a nice little logo shirt. I think what I like most about it is just that red, like that nice prominent dominant red. Let me just see, was this just your logo or did you have anything else? I'm gonna check out your channel, or not your channel, but your page real quick. Yeah. It's a cool shirt. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like how you matching these, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. What's these member only shirts? Is this that the little X or whatnot? Is this the member only shirt? I really like this shirt. I really like it. I'm gonna screenshot it and I'm gonna give you a shout out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give everybody a shout out today. Whoever tags me or something will get a shout out. I'm gonna make sure that you guys actually get put into a video that I'm making for next week. So make sure you guys are letting me know what's up. Brandon, man, what's up? So I guess you're the Norse. I guess this is your page because Norse Anthony Cole is you, right? All right, cool. Yeah, I think you got one. I think you got some cool stuff. So I'm gonna let you guys what I'm doing today, so I can catch everybody else up that's coming in. What I'm doing today is I'm giving everybody a critique or whatnot. A lot of people have been asking for critiques on their shirts and stuff like that. I said when I got to 20,000, I'll start opening that up. So I'm giving a critique on shirts. I'm giving more critiques on people's shops and stuff like that. So if you guys are following me on Patreon, $5 a month or whatnot, you guys will get a critique sometime. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually putting that together. I have a video coming out tomorrow of me talking about a few people who pretty much came out for Patreon and wanted me to do that. I'm definitely doing that more Patreon stuff. And then also, if you guys today want to get your stuff critiqued, you can tag me in whatever you got on Instagram and I'll look you up. I just woke up. But we're going to go back into Behance, you guys, and I'm going to go ahead and go through Behance and show you guys some more cool stuff. How often do you guys look at, like, how often do you guys go to, like, Pinterest? How often do you guys look at Pinterest? This one comes from Manu Abstract. Manu Abstract, he said he was doing t-shirt designs for commissions for Kiwan Express or Enterprise, sorry about that. And this is what he came up with. So it's a nice little old, you know, kind of like one-dimensional like t-shirt. I think what is this, a tree? My happy place. That's pretty cool. How you guys feel about this design right here? You know, this one right here kind of reminds me, I'm not sure if you guys remember this, but it kind of reminds me of Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, like that kind of reminds me of Beavis and Butthead. I kind of like it though. I'm feeling this design. I'm not sure if I'm feeling like the shirt color or the shirt, but I do like the design. I think the design is pretty cool. Oops, zoom past it. I think I made a shirt like this before. Shirt design kind of like this, but I'm not 100% sure. Look, I actually kind of like this design. Like you have this pig being abducted by an eye. Is that pig like an angel pig? Like what? That's kind of cool. So some of you guys that are coming in, there was a question there was a question that somebody asked, where else can they go for designs if they can't go to, I think it was Design Crowd. And I told them there's a few people on like YouTube and Instagram that you guys can go to. YouTube and Instagram. Charlie Pang is one of them. I'm always going to refer him. I'm always going to refer, some people off of YouTube, some people off Instagram. But then I was like, oh, wait, Behance, like you can always go to Behance and get some cool stuff there too, So I'm showing you guys some of the designers from Behance that you guys can look at. Their illustrators, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure they don't charge that much, but they probably do. So if you guys want to, check them out, go ahead. I actually like how this looks, so I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, I want to do some more GIF animation tutorials, so I'm gonna go ahead and screenshot this. And this one comes from TY. He's from New Zealand. We're just gonna look around. I think he's just doing character designs, so this might not be a t-shirt thing. Not at all. I'm just look at one more real quick, and then we're gonna go back to Instagram. So if you guys are still trying to do this, go ahead and tag me on Instagram. I definitely will check you guys out. Let's see here. Let's do one more. Actually, you know what? I want to look up something else. Let's look up Reebok. Stuff didn't change. Look up Vans. How often do you guys like show your process on your Instagram? The trends right now in 2018, as far as like t-shirt designs, as far as like graphic tees go, a lot of people are gravitating more to like that Rick and Morty look. Okay. And I think that's just because kids are into that. So let me kind of pull that up real quick. People kind of like this Rick and Morty kind of like feel for t-shirts. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it. As a matter of fact, boom, Adidas. A lot of people are going towards this. I think just because they're looking at it more and more on like TV. So when you see something a little bit like this, a lot of people are starting to put together full out like art compositions as far as like graphic tees go. And I think this is something that it might go away, but that's gonna open up other things like simple text or simple font design, stuff like that. A lot of people are doing more of like they're doing more emphasis designs. So like for example, that one design that we was looking at from, who was it? Ismail Ate. Oh, you asked it. That design that you were looking at, that we were looking at, we were saying like the colors didn't match up, or it did match up, but there was something about the colors that was making just a little bit off or whatnot. A lot of people are doing more emphasis designs where like they'll do gray, a bunch of gray, and then they'll put like one that says white, one in white, which is pretty cool as well. You see that a lot more, or not white, but put it in red. So it's like a bunch of gray text, and then they'll put one line of text in like red. More of that emphasis because it grabs attention. That's a trend that you guys can use. Let's go back. A lot of this hand-drawn stuff. So the reason why I'm showing you guys this, and this falls into play of what I was just saying too, is that when you look at this stuff or whatnot, this is the process. Okay, so starting from like sketch, then making like a bunch of logos or whatnot, and then making like the actual logo. So taking the digital into like an actual, well, not taking the digital, but taking like your iterations and making it an actual logo or whatnot, making it a composition that you finalized, and then starting to make more variations of like the artwork that you can put it on. So like they have a surfboard crashing with water. They have a surfer in the water. They have the little bay or whatnot, the little bay area, and they have that surfboard. You know, and then they do like flat color design, stuff like that. So more of like that muted color design, that red, that red that goes with that yellow, that goes with like a muted kind of like yellow, muted like gold or whatnot, you know. And then they have like this blue and this green matching up, and it just all kind of like flows. A lot of people are going from like sketch design into like flat design, and flat design into like, you know, more of like a fleshed out, you know, composition. So, and then with that, how easy would this be to sell like a t-shirt design to go on top of it, you know? That's another thing that I need to talk about is like textures. You know, we don't talk about textures too much on my channel, but I'm gonna start talking more about textures, because when people can feel the actual design and stuff, like they can get a sense of what it looks like, that actually goes. Okay, like that actually sells. Textures actually sells. I'm gonna look at one more. Like, do you see this design here? Let me, matter of fact, let me do it like this. How awesome would this be if this was an actual t-shirt? You know? Like, if you saw this on the t-shirt, like if you saw like this left side on the t-shirt, wouldn't you buy that? You know, it's just a hand-drawn t-shirt or whatnot, and, you know, flat, the color symmetry on it, you know, it's just a flat color symmetry. It's not I mean, there's gradients and stuff like that, but it's just, it flows, you know. It looks pretty cool to you guys. What do I mean by textures? So kind of look at this one right here. So you see how, like, maybe I can zoom in. I can't zoom in too far, but do you see how, like, in the side corner, in the middle of this side corner or whatnot, you see like dots and stuff like that, and you see like half tones and all that. You see those textures or whatnot. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna talk a little bit more textures in a little bit, but you guys want to start adding textures into y'all's designs and stuff like that. That is really cool. It actually gives you guys some actual dimension. Okay, so it doesn't look like anybody has tagged me in anything yet, which, okay, that's all right. Yeah, nobody's tagged me anything yet. So I'm gonna show you guys what I've been working on. So let me go ahead and escape. Go ahead and enter, what is it? Get out of full screen. I'm gonna show you guys some stuff that I've been working on, and it's just gonna benefit you guys in some type of way. Hopefully it's gonna benefit you guys in some type of way. So let's go ahead and turn this off, and we can turn on Photoshop real quick. Whoops. So something that I've been working on, and as a matter of fact, this goes hand in hand with the textures talk that we was talking about. Let me see if this is gonna come back up. No, it's up. Let me kind of move this over though. Okay. I am making a lookbook for you guys, actually. So you remember how I said earlier, I think I was talking to, who was that? Who was I talking to? I was talking to Zap. I was talking to Zap Games, and I was talking to him about mock-ups and stuff like that. You know, mock-ups sell y'all's designs, but not only that, textures sell y'all's designs as well. So if I zoom in, you know, the textures that you guys see on this t-shirt or whatnot, I mean, it comes from the actual t-shirt itself. I think I just froze up. But the textures actually come from the t-shirt itself. Dang, I need to zoom out. I can't zoom in too far, you guys, but it comes from the t-shirt itself, but you can also add textures or whatnot on top of your regular designs and stuff like that. Now, this is just my logo, but you guys can add your own logo and stuff in here, and you can use that on Instagram. Like, how awesome would it be if somebody had like a lookbook of like images that they can go through and add. You know, like this guy here, he's pretty cool actually. And this I'm featuring different photographers and stuff like that in my lookbook. This one right now, this is called the House of Dutra. Eduardo Dutra, he you know, he gave up some photos or whatnot, and I'm just gonna promote him in it. But this is his photography or whatnot, and in it I'm just, you know, letting you guys get in here and mock up your own designs and stuff like that. So let me see if I can drop a design in that I really like from, like, you know, some time ago that I made. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Drop in the design. All you have to do is just, you know, come in, double click on, you know, what you need to double click on, and then put the design in, and it just translates, you know, into a good t-shirt. You guys don't even have to print the shirt. So let me see if I can find one real quick. Hit okay. Y'all remember that panda design I made some time ago? I really don't like using Photoshop, you guys, because it takes forever. Like, my Photoshop loading is crap. You know what I'm saying? But you remember that panda, this panda I made here, like some time ago? Like, I really like this shirt design. I think I'm gonna start pushing this shirt more on my channel, because I'm gonna buy it myself in a minute. Like, I'm gonna actually buy this shirt, but I'm really gonna start pushing that a whole lot more. Make sure you guys, I'm gonna do 2 more of you guys' critiques or whatnot. So if you guys leave a critique, I mean, if y'all leave a design, or you tag me in the design or whatnot, I'm definitely gonna give you guys a critique on my channel. But going to do this one real quick. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. I went back to the wrong spot because, you know, Photoshop is crap. But I'm gonna do this real quick, and I'm gonna do 2 more critiques, and then we're gonna call it a night, or we can just sit back and talk, one of the two. But oh man, whenever this gets done, yo. See, Santiago Farias. All right, I'm gonna check you out. I'm gonna do one more, and then we're gonna go from there. All right. Let's see what YouTube talking about real quick. Oh my god, yeah. It's still loading, you guys. I'm sorry about this. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead and look at it now. So I'm just going to go back to it, and we're going to check out these last 2. So this one comes from Lana. Oh, so the last 2 would be Cosmic Beast Clothing and Lana Boom Gamer. So I'm going to look at Cosmic Beast Clothing first. Oh, man. That's a very awesome design. Make sure you follow us and check out our store: art, Trump, Illuminati, vintage, old school, illustration, sketch, design, process, creation, t-shirt. Ooh, you know what? I need to switch this over so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Go back here. All right. So one more time. Cosmic Beast Clothing. All right. Make sure you follow us and check out our store: art, Trump, Illuminati, vintage, old school, illustration, sketch, design, process, creation, shirt, tee, clothing brand, bomber, oriental clothing company, Cosmic Beast, clothing code, Oni, demon, at I am loyal. All right, so check this out. I'm into the Oni design. I'm into the ogre design and stuff like that. Like, I was actually thinking about doing an ogre pack, an Oni pack. I like the Japanese stuff. Me and you got some cool stuff coming on. So Santiago, if this is your design, was it Cosmic Clothing or Cosmic Beef Clothing? If you guys are, watching whatnot, we have a similar style because this is stuff that I'm into as well. Do you guys see the textures that I'm talking about? When I was telling you guys you got to add texture. So what he did or what she did was to show the back of the shirt, to show that the shirt is being worn and stuff like that. They added texture to it. Okay. He went through and he masked out, little elements or whatnot, and it looks really good. I think the one thing I would say about this design, and this is just a small gripe, well, I guess it's more of a design gripe if anything, is that the stroke width for like the design itself, not like the text or anything, but the design itself is kind of like, it's really thin. And when you look at the text stroke and you look at the design stroke, they're two different widths. You know what I'm saying? Even with these bombs or whatnot, like I can see more of the stroke on the bombs than I do on the actual Oni. So you might want to go in and change that. But if you already like printed it out and stuff like that and people are buying it, then don't really worry about it. But I really like how this is looking. Really dope design. We have a similar style here. Very similar. I would say are you trying to screen print this? Like, if you're still on the stream, let me know. I really like the color symmetry here, I think maybe these bombs could be a little bit more developed. I think these bombs can be a little bit more developed. I think the back ones shouldn't be as dark as or darker than the one in his mouth. And that's just based off of contrast. So we all know that stuff in the foreground, everything that's like really close to your face is darker than the stuff in the background. But that's kind of like an art thing. I'm not really gonna talk about that, but I think I like it. I like the color. Okay, using Printful. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do a shirt. I'm not gonna do a store review yet, but I will do a live store review next week. So Friday of next week, you guys, at 6 o'clock. Make sure you guys are tuning in. I'm gonna do a live store review. I'm gonna pick like 10 people. Okay, so if you guys are here, make sure that you are there on that day. 10 people, you're gonna get your store reviewed. All right. Go ahead and follow Cosmic Beast Clothing. I think he's got some cool stuff going on. I'm gonna go ahead and hit follow. And I'm gonna go ahead and give you a shout out too as well. Okay, Lana Boomer. Oh wait, Lana Boomer, you didn't put nothing out yet. I thought you did. So we got room for one more. Okay, so if you guys wanna go ahead and fill that spot, it's pretty much crunch time now, right? So I'm gonna go back into this Photoshop thing real quick. It looked like it stopped loading, so we can go in and talk a little bit more about it. But you guys already know about this. This is not much. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into Photoshop real quick, you guys. I'm gonna turn off Instagram, go back into Photoshop. Here we are. Now, like I was telling you guys earlier, with this mock-up or whatnot, you guys can go in and change anything that you want to. So like I dropped the design in. That was a different design that we had earlier. I can change the colors. I can make it black. Whenever it wants to turn black, I can make it, a white. I can make it blue, But what's really good about this is that it's engaging, if you guys can say, right? And it shows a person that, you know, they would might, that if you wanted to market your shirts out to, it shows that person, right? So let's just say I'm looking for somebody who's in college or whatnot, kind of a skinny guy. He's kind of into tech and stuff like that. This would be the guy that I'm looking for, and I'm gonna put my shirt on him, which he's already cool with, because this is a shirt that, well, this is a picture that we've talked about and all that stuff. So we can do this. You know, you have a lookbook full of pictures of this guy or whatnot. It looks a little bit more professional. I'm gonna go back into the website though. I want to go back into this website, and I want to show you guys some stuff that this can work out for. So if you ever went to like H&M, hopefully I don't get copyright strike from H&M. How hard was it to make those mock-ups? Actually, it takes a while. I'm not gonna lie, like I've been working on this project for about a month and a half now. Let me see, North America, United States. I've been working on that mock-up for about a month and a half now. I have full out, let me see, I have a good 20 images that I made, right? But you guys see how, or matter of fact, you see how like when you go on the website, it has, you know, a picture, an engaging picture of like who might wear this shirt. Like I know I wouldn't wear this shirt, but for $15 somebody else might buy this shirt, you know. You can use these mock-ups in those situations, right? You know, or like you put things on your website and you want your website to stand out more. Well, maybe you should have like an engaging picture to go on top of it. You know what I mean? Who else is good for this? Gucci. Let's go to Gucci.com. Let's go on to men. Sorry, I'm not looking at too much women stuff because, you know, I'm not a woman. But let's go into, let's see, tees and polos. You know, when people, I guess they don't really have one up right now, but normally when people make a website for like their t-shirts, they make a website like this where it's just their t-shirts, you know, and you can scroll up and down and stuff like that, and it's not too much of an engaging thing. But what if you had like, you know, an engaging picture at the top? You know what I mean? Placeit is a good spot for mock-ups. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Placeit is pretty good for mock-ups. I'm actually putting up some mock-ups on my own. So if you guys go to my Behance site or whatnot, I have pretty much the stuff that I've been working on. Hey, look, my baseball. I actually put this one up this morning. You know, so if you guys want to, just some regular, you know, mock-ups and stuff like that. If you guys need like a regular t-shirt mock-up, I made some for you guys that you guys can use. As a matter of fact, you guys seen this on my Instagram already. But Placeit is pretty good for mock-ups, you guys, especially if you need it for like your website. So I'm going back into Instagram and I'm gonna give it one more refresh, and hopefully somebody has sent me something. If not, we're just gonna be on here. Doesn't look like it. The web address for Placeit, it's just placeit.com. Placeit.net, I think it is. Go ahead and put that in here real quick so you guys can check that out. Yeah, it doesn't look like anybody is sending me anything else, so I'm just gonna go ahead and run through my followers, and whoever I land on, that's who you guys are gonna check out. Nope. Well, that was Scoob-Doo, but Scoob-Doo wasn't there. There's nothing on her page. You know what? Instead of doing this, because it doesn't look like anybody else is sending anything, I'm just gonna take the time to talk about somebody. I'm gonna take the time to talk about somebody, maybe, I don't know. Lana Boomer Gamer. Lana Boom Gamer right here. All right, I want to check you out. Okay, so you guys, we're gonna look at. I'm gonna just pick this one. Okay, we're gonna look at this one. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so here is Lana Boom Gamer's t-shirt, or not shirt, but shirt design. I like the jumbled text, and I like the what is it? The textile design that you got going on, a little pattern design or whatnot. It's pretty cool. The follow guts. Here's something that I think that you might. I mean, this is a cool design for me. Here's something that you might want to do is you might want to circle this. Well, I don't know. The way that you have this going, the abstract on this is I think on one side, because so here's the thing. Sometimes you got to look at things as a shape, right? And you have a circle going on, but then you have like, it's not really a square, but you can probably line this up as like a triangle or a square. And the follow guts or follow, let's say follow guts or follow Gus. It's kind of out of proportion just a little bit. Or maybe it's these stripes on the far right. What do you guys feel about this design here? This is Lana Boom. You need to figure out how to come up with some designs. Man, you want to know something? Figure out what style you like, okay? No, matter of fact, Jason, this is what I suggest, right? If you're a screen printer, figure out what the core values of your screen printing shop is, okay? And then attach a look and feel to it. The symmetry is a little off, but it works. Yeah, it kind of is. Like I said, one side is a little bit heavier than the other. I think it's that follow guts and that mission on the side. It's just kind of a little bit off. It is interesting. I mean, it's interesting, but yes, I agree. Follow guts looks a little off. Jason, what I was saying was that you could figure out the core values of your screen printing shop, okay? And with that core values, attach a look and feel to it so people can, recognize it. So for me, I'm always talking smiley. I'm always talking about being amazing, being creative, but also stay awesome. You know what I'm saying? Also stay awesome. With that, I created smiley tees because if you're always smiling, you're gonna have an awesome day. You're pretty much gonna feel good, right? On top of that, the look and feel for that is people who's always smiling is Japanese, so I'm looking into like manga and stuff like that, and it just builds itself out, from that core values of what I believe in. I created merch. That's what you could do as well. Okay, so whatever you believe in your screen printing shop, just kind of expand on it, and just make sure when people see it, they get it. Lana, I think this is cool. It's just a little off in like balancing and stuff like that. So I like what you got going on. I think it's a little too small as well for the shirt, but it does look interesting. I like the way it looks. I can't really. I like the way it looks, but I think it's too confusing. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a screenshot, and I'm gonna shout you out in my next video. But yeah, this is it's good. I like to see it. It's pretty creative or whatnot. I'm gonna go ahead and leave a comment. Hopefully everybody else can leave a comment too. And that's gonna be it for today, you guys. You got me up here. Okay. Okay, so that's pretty much it, you guys. So I have the, what is it? I have a lookbook coming out, you guys. I'm gonna go back to that real quick so I can show you guys the cover that I'm working on. It's gonna be available pretty soon. It's gonna be available on my Patreon. So if you guys are Patreon subscribers, you can be able to get that. But if you guys want to buy it before it comes out, it's gonna be about what I think this one's gonna be $30 or whatnot. But this lookbook is coming out, so you guys can go through and get some pictures that you can use for Instagram. It's already set in Squarespace, as you can see. I'm also working on a few more of these, so there's gonna be about what 5 more coming out before the end of the year. I have a question about the patch mockup. Need more depth, 3D look in the height. Need help if you have time. Yeah, I could talk about it. Yeah, I could talk about that. But this is the plug that I'm talking about right now. This will be coming out pretty soon. I'm gonna have this out. I'm gonna have this done within this weekend. So if you guys are Patreon subscribers, you got it. It was only for $5. If you guys are finding this off of Behance or anything like that, it'll probably be $30 or whatnot. But Patreon subscribers get it for free, and that's pretty much it on that. Okay, the patch mockup. What can I talk to you, Tanya Blanding? How can I help you with the patch mockup? Needing more depth or 3D look and height. Need help if you have time. Oh, matter of fact, let me pull up. I think I can pull up one of my old patch mockups real quick. Let's see. Let's see. Going to, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up that patch mockup. Which one were you talking about? I think you left it. I saw it on Patreon not too long ago. Let's see. I think I saw you leave a question or something like that. I couldn't answer it on Patreon at the time because it's kind of moving. Nope. You didn't put it on that. Well, you did say that you have a question, but you didn't leave it on this post. You didn't leave it on the actual post. Oh, you need to look a little bit. So you need to look a little bit heavier. Okay, yeah, I can do that. That's not a problem. Let me show you how to do that actually. So let's just say you download it. Let me see if I can find one. Mockups. I'm gonna bring one up real quick. Because there is a lot of questions about that patch mockup that a lot of people are asking me about, and you know, I do design things for it to work, but I'm usually looking. The way that I design is that I'm designing as if everybody is a graphic designer. You know what I'm saying? And I really don't get that feedback from people who aren't graphic designers. Yeah, I got you. I don't really get that feedback for people who are graphic designers. So whenever people, you know, get this stuff and they don't have questions or anything like that, they just, you know, move on. I feel like I'm doing a good job, you know, and I know I am doing a good job, but I just want to make sure that, you know, everybody from the noobs to like the pros can get it, you know. So you know, whenever Photoshop decides to actually pull this up, because not always the best. Man, this chair. Chair hurts my back. But you need it to look a little bit heavier. Okay, that's not a problem. I'm a noob in Illustrator too. That's what I did, and I watched a lot of tutorials that will help you understand. Yep. Yeah, you kind of have to play around in Photoshop, but you know what? If you're gonna play around if you play around with some of my mockups, you'll actually learn Photoshop as you kind of play around with it. And I'm gonna try to illustrate that as much as I can with just this mockup right here. So we're gonna open up the mockup, and I want to show you guys. Oh, but you know what? I don't think it's gonna be able to. I know a lot of people say, what's it? Add heavy board, but like heavy stitching. So here's the thing, and dang, I would love to show you on the stream, but I forgot that like how I'm streaming this. So like the OBS or whatnot, it doesn't show the cursor, and it doesn't show like special it doesn't show you like special settings and stuff like that. So like I'm double clicking inside of this to pull up a what you call it, a layer style, but you can't see the layer styling because it doesn't show you that actual select. It doesn't show you that settings or anything like that, so I can't even show you. But basically, if you go into the blend style, the blend option, layer styles or whatnot, and dang, I can't even explain this on here. I'm gonna have to just make a video for it, Tanya. I'm so sorry about that, man. If you play around, let me say it like this: if you play around with the shadows, okay. So I layered those patches in 3, okay. So if you go to the mockup, right, and you go down to like where it says design, or I think this one says denim hat colors and stuff like that. No, it don't. It says mockup. It says mockup front, okay. And then there's like a group inside of mockup front. If you go to group 4, you'll see like 3 different versions of the design or whatnot. One says shine, one says details, the other one says stitch. Okay. If you go to stitch and you play with the bevel and emboss, okay, you'll be able to make it a little bit more deeper. All right. I know I can't show you because OBS doesn't let me show you like that. I'm sorry about that, but you can play around with it. You can play around with the drop shadow and the inner shadow, and you can get a little bit more of a depth that you want from it. But that's as far as I can show you or tell you right now. I'd have to just make a video on it. But that's pretty much it for today. You got the first one that I did from a long time ago. And that's pretty cool because I missed that one. I haven't really messed around with that in a while, but I'm just gonna talk about that one because a lot of people, for starters, when I made that, I zoomed through it. Like I didn't even breathe telling you guys how to use that, how to like put that together. So a lot of people didn't understand how it works because I just went through it. It was just something that I did because I wanted people to get that. Instead of trying to figure out how to make it, I want to show you guys that it exists and you can use it. But I can show you guys how to work it and stuff like that, and I can offer it up again for other people who want to buy it or get on Patreon and get it and all this stuff because it is on Patreon. But that's pretty much it for today, you guys. So thank you for coming out. Next week I'm doing website reviews. So if you guys, I'm doing 10. Anybody got a website? Got your clothing out there? I'm reviewing your website. I'm going to help you guys out with that. But that's pretty much it for today. So stay amazing, stay creative, stay awesome. I don't know. I'm going to have to go ahead and get up out of here though. All right. So I'll talk to you guys next Friday. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thank you for Thank you for coming to hang out with me on my 20,000. I think we hit 20,000 yesterday, and that was pretty awesome. The next time I'm gonna do something real live like this, like really big, is the 50,000, and that I'm actually gonna be giving stuff away, and we're gonna go from there with that one because that's gonna be awesome. But 50,000, man, I didn't even think I'd get to 10,000. It's so crazy. But that's pretty much it for today, you guys. So hope you guys enjoy your weekends, stuff like that. It's Friday, but we're gonna get out of here. So adios. See you later. Arrivederci. I don't know. See you later. Bye, you guys.